Welcome friends to a unit day. Unit days are the best days. So first thing, it's actually really boring that I've got to do. So I bought a new key for the Evo because somebody, not me, broke the key. Anyway, so it's falling apart. You can clearly see if I put a bit of pressure on it. Now I bought this key, but it's not exactly right. It doesn't have a boot key. I'm just going to drill a hole in it. That'll do. Two cars today. My plan is to finally get the exhaust finished on this. I need to have a look what's in here, or at least underneath, and see what's already been done to this car so I can actually get started with building this. I'm not actually sure what exhaust system it has, if it has one, if it's just had a dodgy person cut away the cat. I don't understand what's done to the exhaust, and we need to know before we can actually start doing stuff to it, because I want to get it mapped, I want to get a different turbo meter, I want to just upgrade this thing and make it a nice daily vehicle. Alright, so battery's been disconnected. We're gonna put a little notch in the piece that I got welded up to the car. I'm gonna do some practice welding first because I'm not exactly sure if I can do it perfectly on this. It's the first time I've done it on this material. I've just done some testing before. So mini batteries in the front of the car, which is odd for a BMW. We have 3 BMWs, I've just realised. And I say, oh, BMWs, I don't like them that much. Is that good? Stick it out like that. It's been pretty much just cutting and measuring the whole time, but we're about to weld these two pieces together, if you can hear what I'm saying. It's really windy today. What are you doing?
Fixing this. It's...
What is this?
It's my racing cart.
But yeah, so you had a race, when was it?
That's 2 weekends ago.
2 weekends ago. Do you want to show the damage?
I'll show that when it's clean.
Okay. Alright, so I'll get started on this. Easily the ugliest weld you've probably ever seen, but they work. That's all that we're going to need. I'm now just going to patch all the holes. We're using a gasless welder. That's what this is. It's just a very cheap little gasless welder. I have the option to use it with gas, but it's under the car. Lunch is what we just did. The mini exhaust is going to look super cool. We've just got it all lined up, ready to... I'm going to tack it on and then just have a look-see, but I think realistically that's looking pretty good. So these tips, we found them on eBay. This exhaust, it was for a Cooper S and it didn't quite fit, so we made it fit. And we're going to attempt to weld it. So I did actually, I showed you earlier, I welded the extension piece on. It's not going to be the prettiest thing in the world, but it shall suffice. Okay, so that's fine. There's just a couple of little bits where it's blowing. Huh?
You're gonna patch it up?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put the battery up.
Yeah, so battery's got to come back off. There's only 2 spaces. One of them is difficult, it's right at the top, and then the other one's right at the bottom. You filming?
Yeah.
So, that's the exhaust done. I mean, it's not perfect. In the perfect world, it would be. Let me close the window actually, guys. You wanted an exhaust to at least look like you have an exhaust.
I did.
And you have it. Right, let's have a play. It's much nicer to drive.
So much nicer in here.
Is your seatbelt not on?
No.
Why didn't you tell me?
Yup. It sounds so much better inside. Like,
We need fuel.
yeah. Thank you very much. Ooh. Ah.
Have I locked?
And you've locked me out.
That's so much nicer.
Let me put my seatbelt on this time.
The Mini sounds so much better. It doesn't have this. There was like a. It was more of a rasp, but the rasp is still there. I was hoping that the rasp will stay, but it's now moved to the back of the car opposed to it being in the middle of the car and inside the car. Anyway, so we're going to start on the BMW now. I have something to reveal. Of course, the seats were taken out. It's pretty obvious what was going to happen. A custom seat, an aftermarket seat, should I say. And we got this one. I would tell you what model it is, but I've completely forgotten. But it's a Sparco seat. It's one of the cheaper ones because it was, quite frankly, one of the only ones that could fit me because of my length, basically. I wanted to make sure the harness fit properly when we do that as well. So, the rails should be in that.
Yeah.
And this should be hopefully simple because it should use the original.
I hope there's bolts.
I hope there's bolts too. I need a review of your car.
I love it.
Much better?
It's much better because when we used to turn it on inside, it just kind of like rattled and droned in the middle of the car. But now you can't like hear that when you first start, and when you're driving it, it's just a nicer sound.
I got like worried every time she pulled up, and she'd be like rattling the door near the neighbors, and like.
He's always telling me I'm
6 a.m.
I'm too loud when I'm outside the car outside the house.
She has her car is louder than all of the other cars. But now I'd actually say the Supra might be the loudest.
I think so. I don't think it's the
A
loudest.
startup, the Supra is the loudest.
Yeah.
To drive, the Skyline.
Yeah.
But the Skyline's quiet at starting.
Yeah.
It's funny. Anyway, brackets. They've got many holes for adjustment.
So I think we've got to use the old bolts
Okay.
where the seat went down to bolt these
Yep.
to the floor, and then use these ones for putting the seat in.
Yes, that makes sense. Alright. Anyway,
But I don't know where these ones are.
I'm loving the look of this. Hopefully we can actually take this outside today. I've not actually taken it outside since we've done everything that we've done over here to it. Their alarm's been going off all day. We didn't steal anything.
They're gypsies.
There were. I've also realised we've got the same brake fluid thingy. I didn't intend to, but I got one of these as well.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. But mine's red, mine's faster.
Oh, okay. And I got some extra down there. Stocked up on some little bits, oils and the like. We are going to be doing a few things with the Evo. I've got some plans for it because, quite frankly, that's going to be my daily at some point soon. And I want it to have a bit more power. I like stinky Japanese cars. So we're going to be doing normal service bits and then power. Going to jump straight into it. We were looking at doing wheels and the like, but I'm going to wait off on that and I'm just going to go straight for speed and power. What? Are you laughing?
Yeah.
What are you laughing at?
You say these fit straight in?
Did they not?
No.
Oh, the holes line up though.
Not very, no.
Balls. But that's fine. We'll order the proper ones. I found some actual ones now that are dedicated for fitting Sparco seats to an E36. which is quite nice. The seat shall wait for another day. The only other thing on the agenda, I want to lift up the Evo and have a look underneath and see what like we've got exhaust wires and stuff, because we need to figure out that in terms for modifying it and remapping it and stuff. So that's what we're going to do, and then that's pretty much today. It's in here. Yes. Okay, ready? Yeah. So, first look under the car. Mid-pipe definitely had a cat delete. I was looking at those, and yeah, that looks
Apart from the leaky,
apart from the leaky
engine.
yeah. I'm gonna go look at the back. So it has the back box. Is this standard, maybe?
Yeah, I think it is.
I think it's standard. So the back box is standard, but the mid-pipe has been...
That's changed.
Because you've got the resonator. That doesn't look very...
No, that's not very standard.
No. So it can be louder. That's always nice news. The objective was to get this up on the ramp under its own power. But it's just refusing to start. What do we think it is? The starter?
Possibly, yeah. If it all powers up fine.
So it powers up fine.
There's a pump running at the back.
Pump's running.
So that'll be the fuel tank.
Issue after issue. Anyway, it's fine. At least it's here, which is nice. It's the first time we've put like a car this big on the ramp. It's been the Mini and the BMW so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you can see, there's not much, not much playroom there. But it's a decent ramp. I'm still very happy with this. It feels like safer than the traditional post lift, because I would not trust myself with that. But more Evo issues, of course. It just does this whining. I think it's to do with some short somewhere, or the immobilizer. I've looked up, and people are saying it's, you know, people have had mixtures of different things and stuff, but hopefully I can do some more Googling and figure it out. Maybe you guys have an idea what it is, but once again, it wasn't broken before, but it may as well have been. The Evo has problems. We got the Mini done. We could take that home.
You want to take that home?
With the wrong seat brackets.
That'll be a comfy ride.
We'll get there. I'm just going to disconnect the battery terminal in here and hope that maybe it forgets that it's broken. We're also going to get a reader and going to do some Googling, but yeah, that's really annoying. We got the exhaust on. That's good. So, both very happy with how this has turned out.
Yes, definitely.
It's so much nicer to drive in normally. The road noise is still pretty bad because we've got run flats at the moment, but we're going to replace those at some point. But nice and quiet, shifting through the gears casually. You okay?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
You looked down and I was like... And if you want to have a little bit of fun, it's quite easy to... This sounds so good. It's so much fun.
Good.
So much fun. We're gonna do an underpass after the very end, but great start. As soon as I say that, it's when we have issues. Ready?
Yep.
I came on my bike this morning because I did watch a couple of videos and I think this is the problem. We were trying a whole bunch of things on the Evo. Let's go inside. I didn't bring my camera, so we're on my Android phone, the Pixel 3 XL, still rocking strong. I'm ready for the Pixel 5. Right. I noticed something. I was watching a video on how to replace the key, or change the battery, should I say, on the Evo key. It's not the battery, don't worry, I'm not a baboon. So, I was watching and they said, don't lose this chip. Lo and behold, I open my key and what do I find missing? The chip. Tried to look back at some footage of me opening the key, because that's what I decided to do. I decided to try and remove the, swap the casing, because the casing was broken on my other key. And look on the floor and lo and behold, this tiny, ooh, I can't even show it, this tiny little chip was on the floor. So therefore, I'm going to put the key together with the chip in, and if this Evo starts, I am going to, well, be happy that it's not something more major. We did try so many different things. We tried hitting the starter motor, because there was a whine. I've seen it before. I searched some videos up, and you know, as you do with any of these situations, and well, it obviously was something. Hopefully, something a little bit more simple. If that's the case, slightly happy, slightly annoyed, because I did come in this to come home in this. Okay, so it was the immobilizer. You need a little chip. I mean, I've seen countless people have this issue and they never solved it. They had to get a new harness in some cases, a whole new security system. I feel bad for those people because I figured that out by watching a video of a man replace a battery in a key. Good old YouTube. So maybe this will help someone. Someone as much as it helped me. Now I've got to put all the this back in because it did take it out. But the Evo works. The Evo works. What a waste of time!